Good morning, students of class 12th. In the previous video, we have discussed about the features of Indian agriculture. Now, the topic that we are going to discuss today, that what are the problems with Indian agriculture, right? What are the problems of Indian agriculture, right? तो देखिए हमारे इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर की प्रॉब्लम्स क्या क्या है. कल हम लोगों ने फीचर्स में एक पॉइंट पढ़ा था, दैट हैवी डिपेंडेंस ऑन रेनफॉल, राइट, दैट द इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर हैव अ हैवी डिपेंडेंस ऑन रेनफॉल एंड द फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम ऑफ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर इज ऑल्सो ड्राइव फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट ओनली, एंड दैट इज द लैक ऑफ परमानेंट मीन्स ऑफ इरिगेशन, राइट. देयर इज lack of permanent means of irrigation, means the irrigation facilities are not proper in the agriculture sector in India, right. And irrigation basically means the supply of water to the crops. So the supply of water to the crops is not up to the mark or as it should be in the agriculture sector, right, in the fields. So most of the Indian farmers are dependent on rainfall for that, and that is the reason why the farmers are not able to get good productivity or good production, because they are heavily dependent on rainfall for that, right. If the rainfall will fail, if the monsoon will fail, then their crops will also fail. They will not be able to get proper crops or proper productivity of the or proper production for their survival, right. Next is deficiency of finance. Next is your deficiency of finance. कि फाइनेंस की बहुत ज़्यादा कमी है हमारे देश के अंदर. बेसिकली एग्रीकल्चरल फाइनेंस, एग्रीकल्चर लिखा नहीं है बट एग्रीकल्चरल फाइनेंस की कमी है. ना व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द टर्म एग्रीकल्चरल फाइनेंस, उसको डिस्कस करते हैं डिटेल में. देखिए हमारे जो फार्मर्स होते हैं, जो फार्मिंग पूरा इंडस्ट्री है, फार्मिंग इंडस्ट्री के अंदर क्या है, फार्मिंग सेक्टर के अंदर क्या है, दैट द फार्मर नीड्स मनी एट द टाइम ऑफ हार्वेस्टिंग द क्रॉप, सॉरी एट द टाइम ऑफ सोइंग द क्रॉप, राइट. जैसी लैंड है, अब फार्मर को मनी कब चाहिए होगा और उसको कब मिलेगा. द फार्मर विल बी रिक्वायरिंग मनी एट द टाइम ऑफ प्लांटिंग द क्रॉप, सोइंग द सीड्स, क्योंकि उसको सीड्स लाने होंगे, उसको इंसेक्टिसाइड्स डालने होंगे, पेस्टिसाइड्स डालने होंगे फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, ताकि उसकी क्रॉप ज़्यादा अच्छी ग्रो करे और वो ख़राब ना हो. फर्टिलाइजर्स चाहिए होंगे. सो ही विल बी रिक्वायरिंग मनी एट द टाइम ऑफ प्लांटिंग द क्रॉप्स, एंड व्हेन ही विल गेट द मनी, द फार्मर विल गेट द मनी व्हेन ही विल हार्वेस्ट द क्रॉप एंड विल सेल इट इन द मार्केट. जब वो हार्वेस्ट करके मार्केट में सेल कर देगा जब कोई फार्मर, तब जाकर उसको पैसे मिलेंगे, राइट. सो एंड जब तक क्रॉप ग्रो हो रही है उसके बीच में भी टाइम पीरियड होता है अबाउट 3 to 4 months, राइट. टाइम पीरियड क्या है, 3 to 4 months. इस टाइम पीरियड के बीच में उनकी क्रॉप जो है ग्रो कर रही है, तो उसको भी जो है देखना, बीच बीच में इंसेक्टिसाइड्स थोड़े बहुत डालने हैं, बीच बीच में वाटर लगाना है, राइट. और पेस्टिसाइड्स और फर्टिलाइजर्स वगैरह भी देखने हैं उसके बीच में, उसका मेंटेनेंस देखना है. तो उस टाइम पर ही मनी की जरूरत है. एंड व्हेन ही विल गेट द मनी, ही विल गेट द मनी व्हेन द क्रॉप्स आर बीइंग हार्वेस्टेड. So in this case the farmers will be requiring money for around 3 to 4 months, and at the starting if they will not be having the money, they will not be able to plant the crops. So in that case the farmers are in dire need for their finance, and if they are not able to get finance at proper time, then their crop can fail. It can fail, right. So there is deficiency of finance, that in the Indian agriculture system, in the Indian agriculture sector, the farmers are not able to get such a finance easily, right? That the farmers are not able to get the finance easily on easy terms, right? So what they do, they take finance from local landlords, right, which are basically called as sahukars. You must have heard this word, sahukar, that farmers take the loan from sahukars, and the sahukars give them, the money lenders give them loan at a high rate of interest, and that is informal sector loan. So when they pay them at a high rate of interest, the farmers are not able to give back the loan at proper, when they are not able to give back the loan at proper time, the amount of interest is even higher than the principal amount, right? So the deficiency of finance is there in the private sector. There is no such a source which can be called as formal sector of finance for the farmers. Next is conventional outlook. That is the fault for the farmers, that the farmers have a conventional outlook, right? Now let us understand that what do you mean by the term conventional outlook. देखिए, the farmers have an orthodox thinking, and the farmers are not even well educated in the Indian point of view, from the Indian point of view. The farmers are not well educated, and they also have a conventional point of view. Now let us understand these two terms. See, if you are well educated, then it is a general perception that you will be more prominent to changes, that you can accept changes easily, and you will like to modernize yourself. You will like that you may be able to do function in a proper manner and in a modernized way, right? And the farmers in India are not that well educated, and so they have a conventional outlook. What they have? They have a conventional outlook, that they have an orthodox thinking, that they practice the farming in the orthodox manner, and they don't agree with the modern means of agriculture, right? So there is an orthodox outlook, the farmers, due to which farmers do not adopt modern means of agriculture, and these results in low productivity of the farmers, right? The next thing is that there is small and scattered land holdings in the farming sector in India. So there is small and scattered land holding, right? कि हमारा जो एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर है वहाँ पर क्या है, हमारी स्मॉल और स्कैटर्ड लैंड होल्डिंग्स हैं. स्मॉल एंड स्कैटर्ड लैंड होल्डिंग्स का मतलब क्या है कि हमारी जैसी एक लैंड है, हमारी इस लैंड पर, ये पहले जरा अच्छी सी लैंड बनाते हैं, बड़ी सी, फिर समझते हैं. ये हमने कल भी समझी थी वैसे. देखिए, ये हमारी एक बड़ी सी लैंड है, and on this land it was owned by a man, right? And he had basically two sons, we can assume. So when he died, after him the land was inherited by his sons, right? And the land was divided into two parts. There was a son X and Y. So the X part, so one part belonged to X and the other part belonged to Y. Later on, X also had sons and Y also had sons. So there is a family tree going on. And as the family progressed, the land was further divided into many parts, right? So there is small land holdings. I hope you are able to understand the meaning of small land holdings, that why in Indian agriculture there is small land holdings, because we have a system of joint family, and when the family inherit their ancestral property, they basically divide the property, and that is why there is small land holdings. Now there is another problem in the Indian agriculture, and that is there is scattered land holding. So what do you mean by the term scattered land holding? Let us understand that. See, if there is X and he is getting an ancestral property like this only, so it may be a possibility that he is having a land here, it is his land, the shaded part, and the other land can lie here. This both the lands belongs to X. Okay, and now you can tell with your own common sense that if it is 50 hertz here and it is 50 yards here, we are considering the units in yards, so it is 50 yards and 50 yards here. Okay, so he is able to grow more crop in such a situation, or if he was having 100 yards here only at one place, then he might be able to grow more crops. In option number A, when he was having scattered land holdings, or B, when he was having a consolidated land holding, though it is the area is same, it is 50-50, that is 100, and it is also 100. So the answer is that he will be able to produce more here, because in both the 50 yards he will have to do the fencing and all the other things. He will have to establish a tube well if he wants at different places, so that will not be okay for him. So he can grow more like this. So this is a problem in India, that there is, first of all, there is a small land holdings because of ancestral property, inheritance, and the other thing is there is scattered land holdings. Right. Next is lack of organized means of marketing system. There is lack of organized means of marketing system in इंडिया कि मार्केटिंग सिस्टम इंडिया के अंदर ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं है. मार्केटिंग सिस्टम कैसा है? ऑर्गेनाइज्ड नहीं है. राइट, ऑर्गेनाइज्ड नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये है दैट द फार्मर्स आर नॉट एबल टू सेल देयर प्रोड्यूस इन एन ऑर्गेनाइज्ड मैनर. राइट, so in India the market of agriculture produce is not well organized, due to which the farmers are not able to sell their produce directly to the government, and the mediaries, the brokers basically get the benefit in the between, the farmers suffer loss. Okay, so students, these were the problems of the Indian agriculture. We have discussed that. We will meet in the next video with the new topics, with the agrarian reforms, that what are the steps taken by the government of India to solve these problems. There are many steps taken. We will discuss about that in the next video. Till then, stay at your homes and stay safe. Thank you.